Hey guys, Lord here, back in with another action figure review. Today we'll be taking a look at the Cosmic Legion's Outpost Zaxxius Kalian Shunn. This of course is brought to us by the fine folks over at Horsemen Studios. So, before we get too far ahead of ourselves now, we're going to cut right to the chase and get to the meat and taters of this review and take a look see at all Kalian Shunn has to offer in terms of accessories, because she does have quite a few indeed, starting off with a pair of extra hands. She's got a trigger finger hand for the left side and a grip hand for the right. Trigger finger hand does have the appropriate hinge for holding weapons and accessories. The grip hand does not, unfortunately, and I actually didn't have to heat this to pop it out, but I would advise doing that if you're not careful. Could snap something. Nobody wants a snafu on their brand new shiny Four Horsemen figures, right? That said, we do also get a couple of blasters. Get a blaster pistol and a blaster rifle. That's pretty cool. We get a wrist rocket, kind of like the Novian Lean wrist rocket. We get not a Monkey King stick, but I think this is the same staff that came with Oleg Thygar the Grave Ring, right? So we do get one of those. And last but not least, we get a repaint of the Thrace Wraithhailer head, but unfortunately, you can't use this nice soft goods cloak with it because it's got the hair on the back. And no, I've tried fitting this on here with the hood pulled back. It does not work. That sucks, because they do have a head that does work with hoods, but for whatever reason they didn't give it to this figure. And that seems like a very un-Four Horsemen thing to do. Bringing her close here, you can see she's got a helmet on. As of right now, let me pop this off. We'll pop it back on there. And it's just a female version of what the male figures have in this line. Very common piece. Oh, it's got a little communicator there. I didn't notice that before. That said, here is the cloak. Unfortunately, it's got a little Velcro connector here, which I'm not a fan of. I have to tell you, I am not the biggest fan of this cloak. It's a little Red Riding Hoodie to me. It seems very small. Again, I can't utilize the more unique head sculpt with it, probably due to this class being so big. I don't know why they didn't just give us that Thrace head with the hair draped forward so we could use the cloak with it, and give us a cloak just like hers. Like, she didn't have a clasp. It was just all sewn together. It was really nice. It sat well on the figure, and you could put either head over it, and it wouldn't damage the soft goods. This, it pretty much just pops it right off, so not a fan of that. Said here she is again with the helmet, and as far as range on the head goes, she does get good up and down and tilt, but let's be real here. If you're going to use any head with this figure, it has to be the Thrace head, right? There you go. So there she is with her kind of creepy looking mug there. As far as the rest of her articulation goes, her shoulders will go out, they go back down, rotate forward and back. Single elbow with rotation. Now here's something I mentioned in the Tough Pilot video from yesterday. Check that out if you haven't already. Would really appreciate it if you did. She's got some kind of detent in the elbow. That's interesting. I wonder if all future female figures will have that, or all the articulation points will eventually have that. She does have a swivel in the gauntlet, as well as a swivel in the wrist with a hinge. She's got a diaphragm joint. That doesn't give you a ton of range, but it's there. It does twist. Hips will kick forward and back, out, down. Thigh cut works fine. Single knee works fine. Swivel at the knee works fine. Hinge in the foot with a rocker and a swivel and all that good noise, and that's your lot. Very similar soft goods to Artemis 2.0 or the version 2. She's got this strap here. It goes across her chest. That's probably for that staff over there. And then the pauldron does hinge up and down, so you can move the arm. She does have like a fully armored arm here, and then a half bare arm over here. And it should be worth noting, this is a Mythic Legion's chest piece, or torso. So that's interesting. Probably why she's got decent joints. She's got a lot of Mythic parts, and Mythic parts didn't really have those loose joint issues that Cosmics had. At least not for me anyways. Or at least for me. However you want to spin it. There's Kalian Shunn. Here she is with our two regulars, the Mythic Legions by the Manibulus. There. And the infamous 11 Spawn, who as usual towers over everyone. That said, is she a member of the, we'll call it individuals this time around, because she is a lady, Men in Red and Black Club? Possibly. So, with that being said, I think it is time now that we move right along and wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, and even if we got the Thrace Wraithhaler head sculpt with good old Kalian Shunn that worked better with her respected soft goods, I don't think that would have been enough to save this figure for me personally, if I'm being 110% honest with you, because I've said it before on this channel, I'm gonna say it again, when it comes to 2.0 Legions figures, that is, Legions figures utilizing the 2.0 body book, not version 2s, let's not get it twisted, a lot of version 2s, really solid. A lot of 2.0s, they're hit or miss for me. I either really like them or I'm just indifferent towards them. And unfortunately, as far as Kalian Shunn is concerned, I'm just a little bit more indifferent towards her, despite the fact that she is a really cool looking mercenary-esque character. It just does nothing for me, unfortunately. That said, had we had gotten that other Thrace Wraithhaler head sculpt that would have worked better with her respected soft goods, maybe I would have liked this figure more, because I don't want to throw a bunch of stuff in a bag, and I feel bad throwing a head sculpt this cool in a bag, never to be seen again. So, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and until next time, I'll catch you guys later.